What if the Earth stopped spinning? Let's say the Earth, for some reason, magic, alien interference, or a universal brake pedal, suddenly stopped spinning. Just like that. One moment you're scrolling on your phone, the next, the planet slams on the cosmic brakes. Let's start with what that means. Right now, the Earth is spinning at about 1,670 kilometers per hour, over 1,000 miles per hour, at the equator. You don't feel it because everything, including you, the oceans, the air, is spinning with it. It's smooth, like riding in a car on cruise control. Now imagine if that car suddenly hit a concrete wall. If the Earth stopped spinning instantly, everything not nailed to the bedrock would keep moving at its original speed. That includes buildings, trees, cars, oceans, and you. The result? A planet-wide apocalypse powered by inertia. The atmosphere would continue moving eastward at 1,000 miles per hour, turning global winds into continent-sized shockwaves. Skyscrapers would snap, forests would uproot, and the oceans, they'd become tsunamis the size of mountains, rushing across continents and scrubbing them clean. And that's just the first 5 minutes. Once things settle, assuming anything survives, the planet would enter a truly weird phase. With no rotation, we lose the concept of a 24-hour day. Instead, one side of the Earth would face the sun permanently, while the other side would sit in eternal darkness. The sun-facing side would heat up constantly, becoming a scorched wasteland where water boils, metals melt, and air becomes an unbearable hot soup. The dark side, meanwhile, would freeze. Temperatures would plummet far below zero. The oceans would turn to ice. The air might even condense into liquid or solid states. Earth becomes a planet of fire and ice, without the dragons, unfortunately. The line between light and dark, called the Terminator, would be the only place where life might cling to survival. A narrow strip of twilight stretching from pole to pole, possibly habitable, but plagued by monstrous storms caused by the extreme temperature contrast on either side. And let's not forget the magnetic field. The Earth's magnetic field exists because of its rotating molten core. If the rotation stopped completely, the dynamo effect would eventually weaken or vanish, leaving the planet vulnerable to cosmic radiation and solar wind. The atmosphere would be slowly stripped away. No more auroras, only danger, tides. Gone. The moon would still orbit us, but tides are driven by Earth's spin interacting with lunar gravity. With no spin, the tides would become weaker and irregular. Marine ecosystems would collapse. Migration patterns would be thrown into chaos, and all your favorite beach locations, probably under a glacier or on fire. Hard to say, satellites in orbit would be okay for a while. But without a rotating Earth, weather patterns would break down, GPS would be confused, and launching anything new would be far trickier. It would be like trying to aim a cannon from a frozen Ferris wheel. Now, if the Earth didn't stop instantly, but gradually slowed down over thousands or millions of years, things would still get bad, just slower. Climate zones would shift, storms would get bigger, days would grow longer, eventually lasting months. But humanity might adapt. We'd become a civilization of travelers, migrating between the day and night sides of the planet, chasing the twilight line in search of tolerable temperatures. So, what if the Earth stopped spinning? You'd get a few seconds to realize something was wrong, then you'd become airborne at 1,000 miles an hour. After that, assuming you survived the global slam, you'd live in a world of eternal sun or endless night, extreme heat or bitter cold. Life might cling to the edge of the twilight, but it would never be the same. In short, Earth without rotation is like a pizza oven on one side and a cryogenic freezer on the other. And you forgot your jacket.